Roadmap to a German Master's. Applications, scholarships, and timelines. Ever dreamt of earning your master's in Germany with world-class education and maybe even no tuition fees? It's absolutely possible. Many public German universities charge little to no tuition. But how do you turn that dream into reality? In today's guide, I'll walk you through a friendly step-by-step roadmap for applying to a master's in Germany, scoring scholarships, and navigating the application portal. Stick around. By the end, you'll know all the key timelines, to-dos, and insider tips to confidently start your German study adventure. Plan ahead. Application timeline and to-do list. Planning early is crucial for a smooth application. German universities have fixed intake periods and deadlines, so let's break down a general timeline and to-do list. Don't worry, we'll keep it simple and doable. Typical intakes and deadlines. Most master's programs in Germany start in winter semester, October, or summer semester, April. Deadlines often fall on July 15th for October start and January 15th for April start. Many universities even set earlier deadlines for certain master's courses, so always double-check your program's dates. Here's a quick overview of when to apply. For winter intake, plan to apply between March and June, with mid-July deadlines, and for summer intake, apply roughly October through December, with mid-January deadlines. Bottom line, start early. In fact, Uni-Assist, the application service, recommends submitting everything at least 8 weeks before the deadline. Early birds get the worm, and avoid last-minute stress. Your 12-month application roadmap. To help you visualize the journey, here's a month-by-month to-do list leading up to your master's program. 12+ months before start. Begin researching universities and programs. Make a list of master's courses in Germany that fit your interests. Check each university's website for international admission info. This is also a good time to ensure you have a valid passport. It's a basic step often overlooked. Get that sorted early. If you can, talk to seniors or read student stories for inspiration. 10 to 12 months before. Check all requirements for your chosen programs. Do you need to take any tests like GRE or GMAT? Many German programs don't require them, but some international programs might. Always verify on the course page. Language proficiency is key. If the program is in English, find out if they require IELTS, TOEFL, or accept a medium of instruction certificate. Good news. Many universities will waive an English test if you can prove your previous degree was taught in English. For example, they might accept an official letter stating medium of instruction was English instead of a TOEFL score. If the program is in German, consider enrolling in a language course, at least beginner A1, A2 level, both to meet requirements and to help in daily life. Now's also the time to register for any required exams, IELTS, TOEFL, if needed, and schedule them a few months ahead so you have results in time. 8 to 9 months before. Gather your documents. Start collecting all academic transcripts, degree certificates, and other paperwork. Get multiple certified copies if needed. Some schools require notarized copies. If documents aren't in English or German, arrange for official translations. Also prepare your CV, resume, and letter of motivation, statement of purpose. These are super important in German applications. Pro tip: tailor your motivation letter to each university, highlighting why that program is perfect for you. Many German universities also ask for at least 2 recommendation letters, so reach out to professors or employers early and politely give them time to write a solid reference. Keep everything organized in a folder or digital drive. 6 months before, around application opening. Time to apply online. Most German universities for international applicants use a centralized service called Uni-Assist. More on this in the next section. Check if your target universities are part of Uni-Assist. Over 180 German universities use it. If yes, you'll apply through the Uni-Assist portal. If not, you may apply directly on the university's own website. Prepare to create accounts on these portals. Fill in the application forms carefully. Double-check things like your name spelling, should match your passport, and your GPA conversion if asked. Upload all those documents you prepared, usually PDFs under 10 MB each. Important: answer all mandatory questions in the form, because you can only submit and pay after everything is filled. If you encounter any portal issues, don't panic. Sometimes it might be a browser issue or file size problem. Take your time to get it right. 4 to 5 months before. Submit applications and pay fees. After filling your online applications, you'll typically pay an application fee. For Uni-Assist, it's about $75 for the first university and $30 for each additional application. Make sure the payment goes through. Credit card is usually instant. Bank transfers can take a week or more. Your application is processed only after payment is received. If your universities require hard copies of documents, some do, like certified copies of transcripts or the APS certificate for certain countries, mail those out via a reliable courier. Most universities today accept online documents, but always check each uni's instructions. Once submitted, track your application status on the portal. Uni-Assist will show statuses like received or in review as they evaluate your file. They verify your eligibility and documents, then forward your application to the universities. This evaluation can take a few weeks, typically 4 to 6 weeks in normal season. So hang tight, 2 to 3 months before, after deadline. Await admission results. Universities will start sending out admission offers usually a month or two after the deadline. Some popular programs might take longer, so don't lose hope if you don't hear back immediately. In the meantime, prepare financially and for visa, especially if you're a non-EU student. Start arranging your funding proof, blocked bank account, scholarship letters, etc., since you'll need about $11,000 as proof of finances for the visa. Research German health insurance options. You'll need coverage when enrolling. Also, begin looking into accommodation. Many German cities have tight housing markets, so the earlier you search, the better. And if you haven't already, continue brushing up on basic German. It'll help a ton once you arrive. After admission, 1 to 2 months before departure. Visa and departure prep. As soon as you get that admission letter, congrats! Book a visa appointment at your nearest German embassy, consulate. Compile your visa application file, usually admission letter, financial proof, academic docs, language proof, etc. It might take a few weeks to get the visa, so the sooner you apply, the better. Meanwhile, book your flights and wrap up things at home. Plan to arrive in Germany a couple of weeks before classes if possible. Gives you time to settle in, attend orientation, and maybe resolve any admin tasks, city registration, bank account, etc. This timeline is just a general guideline. Your exact schedule may vary, but the key message is start early and stay organized. In fact, applying early not only reduces stress, it also helps with things like visa timing and even program availability. Some courses can fill up or close applications early. One more tip. If you can, apply to multiple universities. 5-10 is common, to maximize your chances. Uni-Assist makes it easy to send one profile to many schools. And don't be discouraged by rejections. German admissions can be competitive, so it's good to have a few backups. Story time. To make this more real, let's imagine Aisha, an international student. Aisha started planning her German master's about a year in advance. She researched programs, prepared her documents, and noted that her desired course was taught in English, meaning she could use a letter from her undergrad university confirming English as the medium instead of taking IELTS. She applied via Uni-Assist to 8 universities by May, well before the July deadline. By August, she had 2 admission letters in hand. Better yet, she secured a DAAD scholarship, more on scholarships soon, that covers her living expenses. Fast forward, a year after starting her plan, Aisha is in Germany pursuing her dream degree. The takeaway? With a clear roadmap and timely action, you can do this too. Navigating the Uni-Assist application portal now, let's talk about the Uni-Assist online portal, a crucial part of the process for many international applicants. If you've never heard of it, Uni-Assist, University Application Service for International Students, is basically a centralized platform that many German universities use to handle international applications. Think of it as a gatekeeper. You submit your documents once, and Uni-Assist verifies everything, your transcripts, grades, etc., then forwards your application to the universities you chose. It doesn't make admission decisions itself, but it makes life easier by standardizing the process for over 180 universities. So how do you use Uni-Assist? Let's do a quick walkthrough of the online application portal, Uni-Assist. Step 1. Create your account. Go to the Uni-Assist website and click on Uni-Assist, the online application portal. You'll need to register with your email and some personal details to create a Uni-Assist account. It's straightforward, just like signing up for any website. Once registered, activate your account via the email link. Check spam folder if you don't see it. From now on, this account is your hub for all applications. You can use it for multiple universities and even future semesters. Step 2. Find your course and add to your application. After logging in, you'll see a dashboard. Look for an option like Search Courses of Study. Here, you can select the semester, e.g. Winter 2026, and the university name, and it will list all available courses for that intake. Once you find your desired program in the list, click Select, and then Add to Selection. This adds the course to your application cart, often shown as a selection list or a cart icon at the top. You can add multiple courses, even from different universities, before proceeding. After adding, go to your selection list, usually an icon that might look like a checklist or cart. There, you should see all the courses you've selected. Step 3. Fill out the application form. For each course in your selection, you need to fill a detailed online application form. Click on the course in your list to start filling in info. The form will ask for your personal information, name, address, etc., and educational history. Be thorough and truthful. List all your academic qualifications as asked. You'll likely need to enter details of your bachelor's degree, university name, dates attended, GPA or grades, etc. There may also be sections for work experience or internships, especially if relevant to the program. Take your time and ensure everything is correct. Pro tip: make sure the names and dates you enter match exactly what's on your documents to avoid confusion during verification. The form might also include specific questions. For example, some universities ask you to answer program-specific questions or write a few sentences about your motivation, in addition to the motivation letter. Answer all required questions. Missing any mandatory field can block submission later. Step 4. Upload your documents. Now for the important part, uploading documents to support your application. Uni-Assist typically accepts PDF files only, up to 10 MB each. You will upload things like passport, ID pages, bachelor's degree certificate, academic transcripts, all semesters, language certificate, if needed, CV, motivation letter, and any other required certificates, like recommendation letters or APS certificate for certain countries. There's usually a section or tab called My Documents or Upload Documents. Upload each file in the appropriate category. If a document is required for multiple applications, you usually upload it just once and it can be used for all relevant applications. Keep file names clear, e.g., transcript, bsc.pdf. One nice feature: if you want to tailor a document, say a motivation letter, to a specific university, you can upload a separate version. Just label it with the university name at the top of the document so Uni-Assist knows it's specific. Double-check that all necessary files are uploaded and readable. Blurry or incomplete scans can lead to rejection, so ensure they're clear and in English or German, with translations if needed. Remember, no JPGs or Word docs, PDF only, or the system won't accept them. Step 5. Review and submit your application. Before submission, carefully review each section of your application form and your document uploads. Ensure you answered all mandatory questions. The portal will usually highlight if something's missing. Once everything looks good, proceed to pay the handling fee. Uni-Assist will prompt you to pay online. Credit/debit card is fastest. They use a secure 3D payment system, so have your card's verification set up. As mentioned, it's $75 for the first application and $30 for each additional choice. After payment, submit the application through the portal. If submission is successful, you should see your application status as received or similar in your account. Congratulations! Your application is now in the system. Step 6. Mail hard copies if required. This step is conditional. Most universities nowadays do not require you to post hard copies of your documents to Uni-Assist. They rely on the digital uploads. However, some universities, or certain countries' applicants, still have specific requirements. For example, a few might ask you to mail certified copies of your transcripts or the APS certificate for applicants from countries like India or China. Uni-Assist's advice: many universities now accept online-only applications, but some require sending hard copies of APS, transcripts, degree certificates, etc. Always check your chosen university's requirement. If your university needs physical documents, print the Uni-Assist cover page, the summary of your application, and mail it with the required docs to Uni-Assist's address in Berlin. Use a reliable courier and keep the tracking number. This should be done around the same time you submit online to ensure the documents arrive well before the deadline. Remember, Uni-Assist won't process your file until everything, online form, uploads, payment, and any mailed documents, is received. After these steps, your job is mostly done. Now Uni-Assist will do their part, verifying your grades, authenticity of documents, and making sure you meet the basic entry requirements for the universities. This takes a few weeks. You'll get an evaluation report or a notification in your Uni-Assist account once they finish. If something was missing or incorrect, they might mark your application as invalid and request additional docs, which is why applying early is beneficial, so you have time to fix any issues. If all is good, Uni-Assist will forward your application electronically to the universities, and from there you wait for the university's admission decisions. Tips for using Uni-Assist effectively. Apply to multiple programs in one go. You can add several courses to your selection and pay once. It's cost-effective, since additional applications are cheaper, and increases your chances. Keep an eye on email. Uni-Assist or universities might email you for any clarifications. Check your spam folder too, just in case. Use the right language proof. If your university accepts a medium of instruction letter instead of IELTS, upload that. If they explicitly need IELTS, then provide it. Always check each university's language requirement carefully. Track deadlines and status. Mark the application deadlines on your calendar. Uni-Assist's deadline is the university's deadline, so there's no flexibility if you miss it. Also note that Uni-Assist processing times vary by season. In peak months, it can take 6 or 8 weeks. So submit well in advance to buffer this. Don't hesitate to contact Uni-Assist support. If you're confused about something on the portal, Uni-Assist has FAQs and support. They won't advise you on choosing a course, but they can help with technical queries. Also, many student forums, like Reddit or Facebook groups, have peers discussing Uni-Assist. You're not alone. Navigating the application portal might seem a bit tedious, but once you've done one application, the rest will feel easier, because a lot of info is reused. Take it step by step. Soon you'll have that application submitted confirmation and can breathe a sigh of relief. Scholarships and funding opportunities in Germany. All right, now that we've tackled how to apply, let's talk money. Specifically, how to fund your studies. The great news is that studying in Germany can be quite affordable compared to other countries, especially since most public universities have no tuition fees or only a small semester contribution. That means you mainly need to cover living expenses, rent, food, insurance, etc. Still, living in Germany isn't free, and not everyone has savings to cover $10,000 a year. That's where scholarships and funding programs come in. Germany offers a wide array of scholarships for international students. Here are some of the most recommended funding sources and how to approach them. DAAD scholarships, the German Academic Exchange Service. DAAD is one of the largest scholarship providers in the world, and it has tons of programs for international master's students. Whether you're studying engineering, public policy, art, or almost any field, there might be a DAAD scholarship for you. DAAD scholarships usually cover a monthly stipend for living costs, insurance, and sometimes travel costs. Each scholarship program has its own application process and timeline. Some require you to apply before you get university admission, others after. So, check the DAAD scholarship database early. One example is the DAAD Development-Related Postgraduate Courses Scholarship, which funds certain master's programs for students from developing countries. Another is the Helmut-Schmidt Program for Public Policy. Each has specific eligibility criteria, so see what fits your profile. If you manage to get a DAAD scholarship, not only is your funding sorted, but you also join a prestigious network of scholars. Erasmus Plus. If your program is part of an Erasmus Mundus Joint Master, or if your home university has an Erasmus exchange agreement with a German university, you could benefit from Erasmus Plus funding. Erasmus Plus is an EU-wide program that provides grants for study exchanges within Europe. Typically, it's more common at the bachelor's level or for a semester exchange, but some master's programs, called Erasmus Mundus Joint Masters, offer full scholarships to all admitted students. These are competitive, but worth looking into. Even if you're not in a joint program, if you're an EU student or coming through an exchange, Erasmus might give you a stipend for living costs. Deutschlandstipendium. This is a nationwide scholarship program in Germany. The Deutschlandstipendium provides $300 per month to talented and high-achieving students, regardless of nationality. It's a public-private partnership where the government and companies, alumni co-sponsor students. Many universities participate in this. You usually apply for it after you've enrolled in the university, so it might not help you at the moment of application, but it can support you in your first year in Germany. Selection is based on academic merit, and sometimes social engagement or personal achievements. The great part is that it's open to all nationalities and fields, and receiving it doesn't depend on your personal or family income. Keep an eye on your university's website. They'll have calls for Deutschlandstipendium applications, often once a year. Foundation scholarships, Stiftungen. Germany has several political and non-profit foundations that fund international students. Examples include the Heinrich Böll Foundation, Konrad Adenauer Stiftung, KAS, Friedrich Ebert Stiftung, Rosa Luxemburg Stiftung, and others. Each tends to have specific focus areas or values. For instance, the Heinrich Böll Foundation offers scholarships to international students who are socially and politically engaged, often with a green environmental focus. The KAS, Konrad Adenauer Scholarship, is available for international master's and PhD students under 30 who have above-average grades and show civic engagement or leadership potential. These foundation scholarships often not only provide funding, but also include seminars, networking, and support within their political or social networks. The application process usually involves essays and sometimes interviews. They may ask for evidence of your commitment to their values, e.g., volunteer work. If you align with any such organization's mission, definitely consider applying. University-specific scholarships. Some German universities have their own scholarships or tuition waivers for international students. For example, a few universities of applied sciences might offer performance-based scholarships for enrolled students or support for thesis research. Universität Hamburg has merit scholarships for international students who have been in their degree for at least 2 semesters. There are also programs like at RWTH Aachen or Ulm University that give financial aid to international students in need towards the end of their studies. When you decide on a university, check their financing or scholarships page to see if they offer anything specifically for international postgraduates. It might not be a full scholarship, but even a few €100 per month can help. External scholarships and country-specific funds. Apart from the big names, look for scholarships offered by your own country's government for study abroad, or bilateral agreements. For instance, some countries have government scholarships for students to study overseas, sometimes called foreign ministry scholarships or such. Also, international organizations, like Fulbright for U.S. students, can fund study in Germany. If you're already in Germany for your master's, you can explore opportunities like becoming a research assistant, HiY, at your university, or getting a part-time job, since students are allowed to work part-time. A quick tip on timing for scholarships. Many scholarship deadlines are quite early. For example, DAAD scholarships often have deadlines in the autumn of the year before the program starts, sometimes a full year in advance. In one example, a student applied for a DAAD master's scholarship by November, found out results by around March, and then applied to universities by May. So, it's almost a parallel process to university applications. It can be a bit complex juggling both, but if you can handle it, the payoff is huge. Make a spreadsheet or calendar for scholarship deadlines, just as you do for application deadlines. Where to find scholarships? A great starting point is the DAAD's own scholarship database. You can filter by your country and study level. Websites like Study in Germany, the official portal, list funding opportunities. University websites often list scholarships too. And don't forget communities, Facebook groups, student forums. People often share scholarship calls there. Finally, remember that German student visas typically allow you to work part-time, usually 120 full days or 240 half-days per year. While you shouldn't rely on a part-time job to fully fund your studies, it can supplement your budget and also give you experience. Many international students work as tutors, in cafes, or as research assistants. Once you're in Germany, you can look into those options if needed. In summary, funding is available and many students successfully combine sources. Maybe a partial scholarship, plus some savings, plus a part-time job. With tuition mostly free, your goal is to cover living costs, and Germany provides multiple pathways to do that. Don't be shy to apply for scholarships. Yes, they can be competitive, but someone has to win them. Why not you? And even if you don't get a scholarship before you go, once you are in Germany, keep an eye out for any awards or support your university offers for excellent performance. Conclusion, final tips and next steps. You made it through this extensive guide. Phew. Let's wrap up with a few final nuggets of advice as you embark on your application journey. Stay organized and punctual. Use checklists for your documents and deadlines. Missing a deadline by even a day can cost you an entire semester, so set reminders. When in doubt, submit early. There's absolutely no harm in being ahead of time. Tailor your approach. Each university and scholarship is a bit different. Always read the specific requirements on official sites. A little customization in your motivation letter for each program can go a long way in making you stand out. Use available resources. The internet is your friend. The FAQs and guides on Uni-Assist and their video tutorials can clarify common issues. The DAAD website has detailed info for prospective students. There are also YouTube videos and student blogs about studying in Germany. These can offer relatable insights or even step-by-step visuals if you need more clarity. Plan for the visa and move. Don't leave visa paperwork or housing search for the last minute. Start those as soon as you have an admission. Join university groups on social media. Often seniors post about available apartments or give advice to newbies. Keep the right mindset. The process might feel long, sometimes over a year of preparation. There may be hurdles, like getting an APS certificate or waiting on a delayed reference letter. But remember why you're doing this. A master's in Germany is a fantastic opportunity academically and culturally. Take each task one at a time, and you'll get there. Be patient and persistent. Lastly, enjoy the journey. It's not just about the destination, though that'll be sweet. You'll learn a lot about yourself in this process, from writing about your motivations to handling bureaucratic stuff. Every step is bringing you closer to studying in Germany. Thank you for sticking with me through this roadmap. I hope you found this helpful and that you're feeling more confident about your German MSc applications now. If you did, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to our channel for more study abroad tips. I'd also love to hear from you. Drop a comment if you have questions or if there's a topic you want more info on. Maybe you've started your application or got a scholarship. Share your experience to help others in the community. Best of luck with your applications, scholarships, and the exciting adventure ahead. Who knows? A year from now, you might be walking on a German campus, starting a new chapter of your life. Danke schön for watching, and until next time, tschüss.